Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So for this week's decoration I'm using the Planners Anonymous Sweetheart Kit. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, I feel like I want to use far too much of this kit. I feel like I'm going to overdo it. I don't care. I'm going to start with something, it's not different by any stretch of the imagination, I've done it all the time. But I'm going to stamp out the entire, not the entire, I'm going to put stamps all over the background of this. So I'm grabbing the little macaron, however you say that word, and putting that just onto my stamp block. And all I'm going to do, and I'm just completely ignoring anything, I'm just going to go straight over the top. I'm going to grab Saltwater Taffy. This is one of the newer ones from Holtz. I've just got the, actually I might have the ink, but the Oxide sits better in my planner anyway. It's a beautiful colour. I'll just grab it on a bit of scrap paper to show you. So it's this beautiful pale pink and it fits really nicely in with this kit. There is also some shadow bits for this. Just going to wipe where I accidentally put it so I don't end it up with everywhere. There are also some shadow bits for this. I don't know if I want to use them, and it's more because I can't quite get them to line up the way I want them to. I've tried a couple of times and every time I do it kind of looks a bit funny. So I'm just having another go. I might do a couple of them because I do like that look. It looks really cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and just stamp these out completely randomly. We're just going to sort of start. I'm going to go off the page, move them around. Some of these, a lot of these will get covered as we go. But I just want to have this sort of, I guess pattern paper is the right sort of thought of it. And all I want to do is make sure that I don't have too many that look exactly the same too close to each other. I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and do that on the other side as well, and then we'll work out if we're going to put any of the shadows in. Definitely like this side more, which is funny because it was the side I was so worried about covering up. Just ironic how it works that way. I will come in and just do a couple. I'm still really nervous with this shadow. I just can't get it to line up. And that's the part that's annoying me. So let's just have another quick practice before I decide to go with it. Actually, no I'm not. I will do it, but I'll do it once I've got the next sort of lot of stuff on. What else have I got in this stamp set that's really cute? Oh, there we go. I'm also just going to grab, there's a teensy weensy little heart in here. I'm just going to add that. Actually, there's a heart and there's a trio of hearts. I'm just going to add a couple of the single hearts sort of around the place, and then I'm going to add in some of the trio as well, just to fill in where there's a couple of little gaps. There's not too many, but there's just one or two where I can see a gap. This is where I love the stamps. They can be so beautifully deployed like this. They don't have to be the star of the show. They can very much be something that sits in the background and just adds to your week. And especially when you're stamping with Oxide inks, they really don't bleed like at all. You can barely see, and that's what I love about them. They're very, very gentle to your planner pages. I think they just give it a really pretty edge. All right. I said I was going to do a lot of different things in this one, and that's true. I need to work out how I want to do them. I want this to be a bookmark. I want it to sit in here think. But I want it to sit on the acetate. So just kind of working out how that's going to work. And I love the way those hearts sit over the top as well. So there's a funny little, angle's not the right word, but there's a, if I sit this in the right spot, it's almost like I don't have to punch the holes, or they kind of disappear behind here. And I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do that. Because I'd also really like to put like and have my boxes sort of sitting on the back there, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So let's see which of my papers I really like. I like them all, but which ones I like the best. I think the macarons are just a little bit too busy. Although I do really like that brown. Donuts are a bit busy as well. The cookies work, but I feel like I used the cookies a lot when I did this with my own kit, so it doesn't work as well. I think this one's the one that works. And then we can put our sort of line of stickers sort of on the back. So what it ends up doing is I can hide the adhesive. So the adhesive will stick to the acetate. And then I can hide the adhesive for the other bit on the back, I think. I think that's what I want to do. I feel like I need to do it and then it'll just all come together. So I'm just measuring roughly how wide I need that to be. So we'll go that big. We'll cut the paper first and we'll cut the acetate second, because the acetate's so much more special. So just making sure that's square. Okay. And then we just need to make sure that this is trimmed to the right size so that I can work with it. So we'll just pop that in there. I sharpened all my lead pencils the other day and now they're all really sharp. I keep poking myself with them. It's actually very funny, but it hurts. So then I just cut the acetate to the same size. I'm just working out exactly where I want to stick this, because do I want it hovering in the middle or do I want it popping at the top? I'm leaning towards the middle because I like the way that kind of, now I just did that with the lead pencil just to get the line. It's not perfect, it'll be okay. Alright, so I'll line these two up together. I'm just going to grab a little bit of washi tape just to hold them together while I punch some holes. I want them to be held solid together so they don't move, because I don't want the holes to get out of, sink's not the right word, but I don't want them to move. So I'm going to line that up on my edge and then mark my holes. Go ahead and punch those. Then we can stick this down. I don't know whether I was just punching it too hard or what, but it felt very violent and I got smacked in the mouth with one of them. And I'm just gently pulling this back off again, just gently off the paper. The vellum, the acetate doesn't need to be quite so careful. That plastic will resist any kind of pull up. Line that back up in the right spot. I'm just going to use a little bit of that tape that I just pulled off just to hold this down on my page, and then we'll work out exactly where I want that bookmark to be. I feel like I just want it to be a little bit up, but then I'm also worried that I haven't put my washi tape down and that might look silly, because I do want to put washi down the bottom and the top. So I might just quickly do that. So I'm going to put the cookie one at the bottom and then just trim off the little bit of excess that's there. And then I'm going to also put the cookies at the top, But at the top I'm also going to add in a line of those little hearts. So that's going to pull the hearts in that are already all around the place. But I still want the cookie, so it'll end up being a slightly skinnier cookie finish. I'm also just going to white out the July just so you don't see it quite as much. I was trying to put the edge right down along the edge, but unfortunately it got stuck. And that's fine, like it's not an issue because we're going to cover the back of this up anyway. But I wanted it to be straight and it's not straight, but that's okay. And it's also covered the hole. Okay. It's okay. Perfection is not the goal. It is, but it's not. Then I'm going to stick this down so that it stays in place and you just sort of get that little glint of gold. And then on the back we can put all of those stickers that we would normally put. So I'm just going to not cover the back because it doesn't need to be covered, but it will have a bit of lift in that it's only being stuck on the edge. That sort of makes not a lot of sense, but it's only being stuck in the middle, it's not being stuck down on the edges, so the edges could feel like they are lifting. So see how it sort of pulls apart there, but I think that helps it helps the acetate feel a bit more or a bit less like it's stuck, if that makes any sense at all. I'm hoping it does. Right, this next bit's going to go really fast because I need it to. I've been fluffing around for long enough. So I'm going to put the side bars. Do I put the cookies or the strawberries? I put the strawberries. I'm going to put the side bars down the edge. It's not going to go the whole way down the edge. Actually, I'm going to start at the bottom and work up. But I'm just going to use the stickers this time. The last couple I've used the whole bit and just cut them out. I feel like I've done that enough now, so I'm just going to use the actual stickers and just build them up from the bottom, and then I can use some other stickers along the top. I'm going to leave just a teeny tiny little border because I can. And I do love that they stack. It makes it really easy to put these stickers down. You just put it in place, line it up. And if you do it right, the line almost disappears. Grab this one. I love that there's more clear stickers in this month's kit. It's just gorgeous. And that looks like it's disappearing, but it's actually really, really lovely sitting there. And I'm just checking. Just can't find what I'm looking for. And the other thing I'm just thinking while I'm doing this, and I don't know if this is going to work, but you know, I'm into doing weird and crazy things. I'm just going to trim off the excess of this I just love the way it sits there, and I feel like it's going to look really beautiful up against the edge of my boxes there. So I'm just scissoring around it. Fussy cutting. What is wrong with me? Can't use words. Now this is longer than my little side thing, so I will trim a little bit off the bottom. I'll just cut it all out first and then do that. It's actually really hard because I can't quite see it. And the plastic is just so easy to work with that my scissors actually kind of cut through it really easy. But the problem is that they can slide a little bit when I come around the corners. So I'm just having to move the angles to kind of keep it nice. And you don't have to worry too much because it's clear, it's going to disappear. But obviously the nicer you can make the cut, the less chance there is of it looking not quite right. I've got that edge. So I'm just going to stick it down. I'm just being careful not to push it straight down at the top here. And then at the top, I'm going to do two things. First thing, I'm going to grab a little bit of that release paper that had the back of the die cut on it. So now I can push that. Grabbing my knife, and this is just a washi cutter, but ruler would be fine. This was just what was on hand, and I'm just trimming that down. I did get a little bit of the release paper stuck, but because it's release paper, you can just pull it off. I think I pushed it a little bit too hard, but I don't think you can see it, so it's alright. And then just on those, whoops, couple of little spots, I'm just gonna punch that sticker away. There are seriously so few spots, but better to do it. I don't really think I've had a good play with the clear stickers yet, but they are so pretty. I'm just seeing if this comes up, and it's just because I feel like I can put something else there instead. That sticker's actually almost too, not good to waste there, but I can put something bigger there. What have I got in these die cuts? I've got donuts, I've got macarons. Ooh, that looks cool. That doesn't. No. So there's a couple of strawberries here, one covered in chocolate, one not. And then there's another little heart. I'm going to put the three of them just there like that. I don't think there's another strawberry. There's a cupcake. No, we don't want cupcakes. Oh, there's another strawberry. So I'm going to go 3 strawberries. 1, 2, and 3. No. Sometimes it just doesn't look right until you wiggle it around. No, it can't be a strawberry. It has to be something else. I deliberately cut a little bit less there than I thought I'd need, so that I could, you can always cut more. You can never put it back, so, well, you can, but it's hard. Alright, we've got our little page thing. I don't know what it is. I need to put the dates on. I'm going to do that really quick. I'm just going to speed straight through it. I'm just putting down these. I'm going to grab the dates from the plain one, because I think I want the plain one, not the gold, but I might change my mind. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. ended up using the gold. There's something about it that I find really beautiful, sorry. I want to add in, I really want to add in this Freak Shake. I just love it. It's so pretty. So I'm grabbing this one and I'm going to put this sort of right here. I just don't want it to hit Sunday, like the name of Sunday. Oh, I love that. And then we're just going to grab that, what's it called? Innards of the macarons, now that we can see where everything is. And just put a couple of them in. So I'm just making sure I've got it the right way. I think that's the right way. So I'm just going to add in just on some of them. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, but that's really nice. So I think 3 is a really good number. We'll do 3 on this side as well. Sorry if my head's in the way. I just really want to make sure I get it down right, or close-ish to right. That's actually how I'm going to fix this one. I didn't stamp quite in the right spot when I did it, so actually it kind of fixes it. Alright, so last but not least, I feel like I just need a few more stickers and decoration and bits of something down this side. This is where sometimes I wish I had to put the strawberries down that side instead, but I think it's okay. So I'll put the, not that one. Part of me wants to put the donuts, but then I think that kind of looks a bit much. Maybe the macarons down there, yeah. Tweezers. The macarons down here. And then it just needs something up the top. And I just can't quite. I'm actually going to leave it. I'm going to leave it just for a second. So my mail's going to go on the back. I don't have a lot on next week, which is really weird for me, but I do have a few things that I'm just going to put in some boxes for. Whoops, way too far over. I might need a bigger box, actually. I'm going to put that one up onto Monday. I'll just use a bigger box because she's got an appointment on Thursday and I need to pick up my dad from the airport. So I can go there. Got her little appointment stickers. She does also have swimming, but I'll put that in later because I can't find those stickers. And then I'm looking at it and I just feel like I need to add a little bit more ink. So I've just got the 3 hearts again. And anywhere where I think there's still a bit of a gap, I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like I could keep going, but that would be bad. That would be bad. Hold on. I just don't want to have all macarons. I feel like I need to just add something else. And I love... Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut these in half. And I'm just going to put in a couple down the edge. And I'm deliberately kind of messing them up so that they're not going to line up. So I'll just do 3. So I've got like a chocolatey one, a more vanilla-y one, and then a kind of stripy one. Now some of these are obviously going to get punched because I'm going right over the hole, but that's okay. Donuts are supposed to have holes in them. I'm just trying to put them so that they're not completely over a hole, so they kind of sit behind it or just off the center a little bit, so that when I do punch the hole out, I don't punch too much. I could have also used the washi tape with the macarons on it, but I felt like that was too much macaron. When I was thinking about it, I'm like, there's too many macarons if I do it that way. Can't have that many. And I've done actually an okay job with that. I haven't made it too holy. I think this is going to be the worst one. And even then it's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I like that. Alright, now I'm finished. I know these ones are going to be a little bit hidden behind the flipper, but I still think it'll be fine. So there we go. That's my week using the Sweet Art kit. I'm trying to think of something super cool that I can do with this one for my project. If you have any ideas, let me know. I do have a few ideas. They just haven't quite finalized in my head. I really wanted to use that bookmark. I will admit, I think I wanted originally for it to sit up higher, but I then don't want to damage it. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I love the macarons in the background. I think they came up really beautifully. I especially like the ones that have the shadow. It's just going to show that sometimes the stamps, you sort of look at them and you go, oh wow, that looks really complicated, but then when you get them down on paper, it's actually not that hard. Just go with it. Don't even have to do, and you don't have to colour them, you can just stamp them, they look beautiful. Anyway, if you did enjoy this one, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're into PA. There's lots of Planners Anonymous videos, but if you want to make sure you don't miss them when they go up, please make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on my Insta too, because I do lots of things over there as well. I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!